Hey everybody, talking to sales leaders today. I'm Gary Brown of Pivotal Advisors, and I want to talk to you about a crucial change I made in my sales management career that really helped me. And we're going to talk about 6 tips for how we manage sales teams effectively. I see a lot of sales leaders, especially newer ones, act like I did. I ran from deal to deal, fire to fire. I was completely reactive. Everything was coming at me. Worked all long hours of the day. Felt super busy, but boy, did I burn myself out, and I was not as effective as I could be. Let's talk about what these 6 tips are. One is building the right team, hiring. And I see a lot of sales leaders fall down in this area, believe it or not, because they hire a person from their industry who's got a good track record. They interview well. They've got grit or drive or whatever you call it. But we really don't get down to the skill level. Do I need hunters? Do I need farmers? Do I need somebody who's good at selling premium products? Do I need somebody who's good in a channel and somebody who's good in a commodity market, et cetera? We don't get down to that level. So hiring the right people with the right skill set, tip number 1, might seem obvious, but that nuance of getting to skills is different. Number 2, setting expectations. How clear are we in our direction? Sometimes we'll say things like, put your stuff in CRM. What stuff, what fields, how often, what level of detail. We'll say, go chase manufacturing. What manufacturing? Are all manufacturing good? Are some too big, too small? We need to be really clear with our expectations. What do we want them to do every week, every month? Who do we focus on? And a lot of times we're just not that clear. Again, seems logical. I see it miss a lot. We think we're clear, we're not. Next one is, again, another pretty obvious one, communicate. And this has become more challenging as more people have become remote. I cannot help you stay focused. I cannot help motivate you. I cannot tap into the things that you like. I cannot maintain my personal relationship if we're not communicating. So we have to have a regular touch base back and forth so I know where you are and where you need help. So again, seems obvious. Boy, has this changed a ton through the whole pandemic. Next one, one-on-ones. And I see this done poorly. Well, I should say poorly. I should say typical. Where when we get together on one-on-ones, it's really just a deal review. We go deal by deal, opportunity by opportunity, we strategize. That's important. We need to do that. But it really lacks this, what I'll call performance management or accountability part. If I go back to one of the earlier ones I talked about, expectations, we should say, your plan says you're supposed to come up with 5 new opportunities per month. We're averaging 3. At this rate, we're never going to get there. What do we need to change in order to get back to 5 so we hit our number? That's a performance management conversation, and I don't see it happen in one-on-ones. And what happens a lot is we get really busy as sales leaders. It's a super important duty that we have, and that's one of the first things that fall off. We get busy in meetings and everything else, and we stop doing one-on-ones. Critical piece. I think it's one of the biggest things that drive performance. Number 5, skills. Our job is not just to work deals and help them on deals. It's to develop our team. It's to help them with coaching. And I don't know how you do that if we don't see them in action. By the way, most of your sales team is really awful at self-reporting how good they are. Every call that they've ever gone on, they're going to come back and say it was awesome. Not the case. You need to be out there with them. You need to look at how are they doing at presenting? How are they doing at discovery? How are they doing at getting commitments? We have to observe them, not run the call ourselves, by the way. We have to observe them and give them feedback and pick some skills that they can work on. That's critical, important. That's part of your job, is to make them better. And the 6 is what I'll call our sales operating system. It's having a management system. What's our cadence for how often do we do team meetings? How often do we do one-on-ones, and how do we conduct those? We talked about that. How often am I in the field? What is my system for proactively managing it and not just having it come at me? I can tell you, when you get this solid system in place, you become much more proactive versus reactive. You actually create more time for yourself because you handle things in your performance management. You handle things with your skill building. You empower your people to not need you on everything. It's just a liberating feeling when you get to that point where your team is really self-sufficient. If you need help getting there, we would love to talk to you. We have a few options that can really help hone your sales leadership skills. Go to our website at pivataladvisors.com. If you like videos like this, please click like, subscribe to this one. Please visit us on all the social media channels and follow us there. That would be awesome. And if you want to talk, please contact us. Again, my name is Gary Braun. I hope you learned something from my mistakes. Look forward to talking to you soon.